Albert Awol, the voice of the jungle, broadcasting on the DVC to all points unknown. If you're within the sound of my voice, you're listening to Welcome Home Podcast on the DVC.
Hello and welcome home. Thank you for joining us on episode 198 of Welcome Home, a Disney Parks and Vacation Club podcast. I'm Tom. I'm here with Damon. We don't have Trevor this week, but he's still, I think he's on his way back from Disney, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He had quite an eventful trip. Obviously we're going to hear more about it, but unfortunately, a hurricane decided I guess it was a tropical storm by the time it got to him, but
yeah. So we should have Trevor back next week. Then we'll have a wait list for Thanksgiving, and then we'll have the 200th episode. That's U.S. Thanksgiving for the people outside of the country, and then we'll have our 200th episode. Which will be on the 2nd, I believe, if I'm correct.
So wait, are we doing? Is the waitlist episode the week of Thanksgiving, so the Monday before Thanksgiving, or we're saying the Monday after Thanksgiving?
Monday after Thanksgiving, I feel like.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because we want to hear about Trevor when it's fresh in his mind next weekend, I feel like, about his trip.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yeah.
I think Friday, December 2nd, we're going to do live 200th.
Yeah. So we'll do that on Facebook, and we'll do it on, I have to create an event so that people can RSVP and all that stuff to it. But once we firm up the timing of that, but we'll do another live event. It'll be the Welcome Home Holiday Spectacular.
Okay, I like that.
All right. I don't know. I just made that up right now on the spot. So.
That works, though. That works. I have to start being careful now, though, because my son said that, he's been getting bored on the way back from swim practice, so he listens to the episodes now. I don't know why. You can't
say stuff anymore? Yeah.
I can't give away, present stuff for the year. I wanted to talk about, some Christmas present.
The present that you got. Yeah, the present that you got that you told Trevor and I about, but you haven't on the show.
Hopefully, that one I'll talk about, but I think as we get a little bit closer.
Gotcha. You're not going to talk about it now.
No. I kind of want to, but not yet. I have to wait till it's actually finished. I'm getting it all framed up and stuff. And by the way, framing is crazy expensive. But
I told you. Remember we talked about this? You guys were why don't you just frame stuff yourself? And I was like,
So it was funny because I knew what sort of price range it was going to be. And my wife was totally out of touch as well. She had no idea. And I was like, do you remember this other thing that I got framed 10 years ago? How much that was? It's going to be really expensive. And it was really expensive, but it'll be nice. Something like that. I mean, why frame it poorly just to have to frame it again, right?
No,
you kind of have to go,
well. Yeah.
And you kind of have to go a little classic-y because if it's something that they're going to have for, a long, long time, you can't do too trendy. Right?
No, that's true. Yeah.
It's going to be around for a while. Could make, different houses and stuff like that, so.
Well, good. Sorry.
As it gets framed, as it gets all framed up and finished, I'll share a picture of it and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's funny that you bring up framing. So I've talked about this company before. I use this company called FrameBridge, where you send them your art, they frame it, and then they send it back to you.
That would never happen. At the framing place, they're like, "Can we take it out of the plastic?" I said, "No." I said, "You'll take it out when you're going to frame it one time with gloves, and that's it." So there is no way I'd be sending anything.
That's fair.
Out.
That's fair. I mean, I probably, if it was something really valuable, these were just attraction posters. But so if you remember correctly, I got these attraction posters in October of 2019, a trip in October 2019. I took forever to get them framed and finally got them framed early this year, right? I think it was February I got them framed. So I got them framed in February, and then they came to me and they sat in a box until about 3 weeks ago, because I just didn't.
Yeah. Hanging pictures is not fun either.
Exactly. And I just didn't know where I wanted to do with it. I don't know. I just didn't get to it. Right.
Yep.
So then I opened the box and I'm looking at them, and I know that they sent me preview pictures before I got them, but I didn't realize until I really saw it. They had put a 5-inch mat on it. And
so they're huge.
Yeah, they were huge and they looked ridiculous, right? So, but luckily this company is we have a 1 year, guarantee, anything that if you have any issue with it, then reach out. And sure enough, I reached out to them and they sent me a shipping label. I shipped them right back and they got it back to me in like 2 weeks, like really quickly.
Nice.
They like prioritize them, and so now I have them back again, and I'm finally going to hang them up after 3 years.
And 4 things to hang is tough too. There's a lot of math involved, right? Like everyone always talks about like, well, you don't use math. No, dude, I got to use some like real math to get pictures hung up in a room, especially if there's more than one. That's for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Like it's when you have a bunch of things, and it's like, we're even thinking about like reshuffling some of our other ones, right? Like, so maybe like oh well, this one would go well there, so we gotta there's something already there, so we gotta move that one somewhere else. Let's move it there, and it's just it's just a lot.
And then you gotta like spackle if you're not covering the hole, and then paint. It's a bunch of effort. Yeah, I have a piece that I'm getting framed for my son, which obviously now I can't talk about since he listens. But that being said, it might be. It's digital, so it's not bad because, right, I use that other place that I like, and you just send them the file, they print it.
Oh, yeah.
And then frame it, and that's way easier. But that's still going to be a couple $100 because
this place will do that too. You can send them just a file, and they'll print it.
Yeah, but it's still a couple $100. I mean, at the end of the day, and that's for like a nothing frame, just in general. So
I think my pieces were $275 each. I think it's what they were. Yeah. And that was with a discount too. That was like,
I know that this piece that I'm getting done is 11, right? Like, and it is what it is. So
yeah.
But it will be nice. I'll share a picture of it though, once I have it back in my possession. But it's so funny. They're like, do you want to take it back with you? And we'll just call you when we have the materials. I'm like, yeah, that would make me feel a lot better. So.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, we have some questions. I mean, this is an interesting episode. This is one of those episodes that if Trevor was here, I probably would have looked at it and gone, I don't know if I'm showing up for this one.
Yeah. Well, Trevor's not here, so you don't have a choice.
I don't.
Pretend to be interested in all these things we're going to talk about.
All right.
But we also didn't get a lot of questions for whatever reason. I guess, I guess if people missed the question post or whatever.
I'm telling you, that new Facebook layout now where I have to switch accounts all the time if I want to go in different groups as different pages, like makes me not go on our page as much, unfortunately, because it's like, it's annoying.
It is a little annoying. Yeah.
I don't love that. Yeah. So let's see. So we have some fantasy football questions. Okay. So that's good.
Those for you specifically.
Yeah. So we're entering the home stretch of the inaugural Welcome Home Podcast Golden Monocle Society fantasy football seasons. Predictions on how the fantasy season will end. I started out 0-1, was at 7-1, just lost last week. I don't know what's happening this week. It's going to be an up for grab once because I didn't realize I put both my quarterbacks were on bye.
That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, I picked somebody up, so I think that's fine. Right. So it's not a big deal. What do we? I think we're a 12-person league. I think we're a 12-person league. But anyway, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. How will it end? I mean, hopefully it will end with me winning. I mean, that's really the only thing I can predict at that point. I mean, Dawn's team is kind of rough. Like, they're good. But I did beat her. But I think I beat her on an off week, right, where she had some buys. So it didn't really mean that much. All I know is Chris is getting absolutely walloped. That's what I will say.
Chris is getting
walloped. And I think I would like to do, right, we'll use some welcome home funds for this, but I don't know if we're going to have a trophy or a belt, but we're getting something. And I would love something where, like, we kind of maybe we have like this, Stanley Cup where, like, you get your name on it and then it travels around. I feel like that would be tough though, because somebody would hose us, I feel like.
Oh, I tried to do that in my fantasy league, and after I think the second season, the person that like was supposed to send it back to the next person just like didn't do it. And then finally when they did do it, like it broke in shipping. Like it was a whole thing.
I think maybe what we're going to do is we're going to get one Stanley Cup, and either Tom or myself will hold on to that one with little plaques with whoever the winner's name is on it. And then maybe you'll get a trophy, a smaller trophy sent to you. I think that's probably the only good way to do it.
I'm not even in this league.
No, I mean, but maybe next year, but I think that you might have to be the keeper of the trophy, or I can be the keeper, or maybe Chris. I mean, I'm not moving for a very long time because I just moved into this house. So maybe I'll keep it because I know it won't go anywhere. It can go on the shelf next to Polly and Scrooge McDuck. I can find room for it.
I already hate being the commissioner of my fantasy league, my personal fantasy league. I can't imagine having responsibilities in the welcome home one. It's being commissioner is the worst.
Chris runs it, so that's always helpful. Okay, yep. That's good. I don't run it, so I think that if he runs it, I at least have to, I guess, take control of the trophy. But we will definitely do that after the season. We have allocated some welcome home funds. It would be nicer if we had some more funds, if people would buy more shirts. We need shirts bought, right? We definitely need some more shirts bought. So that helps fund things.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would.
So Tom, if you did come over to our league, I guess she also asked, what would your Disney-inspired name be? Mine's Gravity Falls.
Is that just your name is Gravity Falls, or is it?
I think so. So.
Like Grunkle Stan's Gridiron Stars or something?
No, no, that would have been way better. It's NC Gravity Falls. That's it. That's it.
Now I feel like that's got to be my name because I just came up with it. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Like, I feel like you could do it with Goofy too, because there was like, Goofy's played football, I feel like in several old cartoons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it'd be something like that, like Goofy's Gridiron Gang or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sounds good.
All right, let's see. So Dan asked, and this is actually a good one, with Small World adding animatronics and wheelchairs, which I think is great.
It's amazing.
What other rides could you see adding this touch to? So I don't know if that's the question I want to answer, though. That may be your question. My question is more, what do we want to add to Small World?
Okay, well, that's a good question, too. I mean, I don't know what other attractions have a place where you could add characters. You know what I mean? Like, it's how many rides actually have characters where you could do that besides Small World, because most of them are like IP driven, where it's like, okay, well, you're not going to put like Peter Pan in a wheelchair because Peter Pan's not in a wheelchair, right? You know what I mean? Like, you could create, I mean, if it's something that's like an original attraction, like you could do that for like Pirates, I guess.
Well, I think maybe you could create side characters.
That's true. You could. Yeah, you could. That's a good point.
But again, my question lends me more to what else would I like to see at Small World?
Well, you know what they've done at Disneyland, which was, I guess, controversial at the time, but not as controversial now, I guess, is that they put a lot of the Disney IP in there. Like, they made Small World-esque dolls out of, like Woody and Buzz. Like,
I don't love that. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one, but I don't necessarily love that. I can tell you that much.
What, doing like Pixar characters or like
Disney
characters in there? Yeah. I mean, it's done
a different universe, I feel like.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you didn't you joke one time about wanting Small World to have like a secret drop mode or something like in the Tomorrowland movie?
I never even seen the Tomorrowland movie, so I couldn't.
Who said that? I thought you said that. I don't know why.
I mean, I've never seen the Tomorrowland movie, so I don't even know what that means.
All right. Well, there was like a thing in the Tomorrowland movie where they wear a pin and then they drop down a drop and then they go into the Tomorrowland place. So, whatever. But yeah, so there's but I mean, like, if you look at like the pictures, I mean, I haven't done the Disneyland one, right? But like, if you look at the characters that they have incorporated, they've incorporated them in a way that's not like overtly, it doesn't look bad. They look good. They look like they fit in where they put them. You know what I mean?
Still stupid though.
A lot of people felt that way, and then I think a lot of people
feel that way. Yeah.
I mean, I think if you saw it, you feel a little bit.
I'd still think so. No, it's the clashing of different universes. It does. Well, that's not how universes.
What do you want to do for Small World then? Like, what are the changes you want to make?
I don't know. I'd have to really kind of think about that, but yeah, I don't know. Tired today.
So weightless episode, is that?
Yeah, maybe it's a weightless episode. I don't know. All right. So name a Disney ride that is better at night versus riding during the day. Pirates. I mean, no, wait, hold on.
That's inside.
I know.
My answer is Big Thunder. That was my answer in the Discord, and that's what I'm going to stick with.
Yeah, I mean, really, what else are we talking about? Slinky Dog.
You could do Seven Dwarfs. You could do
Seven Dwarfs is pretty good at night.
What about like Test Track? I mean, Test Track is partly inside, partly outside. I actually don't think I've ever done Test Track at night, now that I think about it.
We have. I feel like it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you might have led me to that one, but I would say Test Track. I'll go with Test Track because Big Thunder is just, it's nothing to me.
It's a lot of fun at night. It's poorly lit. I mean, I think purposely so, and it's just. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see where you're going. It's kind of Space Mountain-esque, but I mean, obviously you can still see some because there's still, some light going on. But
yep.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Big Thunder at Night. So I know a lot of people said that in the group, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else though. I mean, I think those are probably the main ones, right? Because so many rides are inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's even outside? I mean, what about Everest? Is Everest any? I mean, I know partially.
Everest is pretty cool at night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Everest is pretty cool at night, but I think Test Track is pretty neat.
Yeah, I've never done it at night. I feel like I want to do that now. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that's all our listener questions for this week.
Man, I'm bored with myself.
You're boring yourself?
Yeah.
Well,
boring myself.
Usually you have a random topic that you just go into, besides what we just.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired today. We had, swim in the morning. He's going back for finals at night. I'm just, I thought I was going to, again, I always think that I was going to have all this extra time because my oldest was at college and I don't, like, we're busy. There's still super busyness going on. So, and I've been playing a lot of pickleball, by the way.
You've been playing a lot of pickleball still?
Yeah, I have been playing a lot of pickleball.
Is it still as like busy as it was before? Because like you said, I think last time
I was there was 80 people. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was ridiculous. Now that was the day that it was also like a week or two ago, and it was like 78 degrees. So totally understandable.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play this Monday. It's gonna be like 50 something. I'm kind of curious to see how many people are there, but it's still pretty jam packed. I've been playing 2 to 3 times a week. There was a tournament with work, and then I just started continuing to play. So we'll see kind of how it goes. We'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, it's definitely taken up a few of my days during the week. So now that pushes stuff off to the weekend, it gets a little crazier on the weekend. But this next topic is something that like I love and hate both at the same time.
I feel kind of the same way, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my bank makes me do this and I hate it, but I also am like, yeah, it's good to do.
Everybody makes me do this now. So DVC is going to mandate 2-factor authentication starting November 16th, right? So anyone doesn't know, 2-factor authentication means that they're either going to send you, something via text or email or something like that. The only thing I wish, the only thing I wish though, is a lot of my stuff now I'm able to do with the Google one, the Google Authenticator.
Oh yeah, Google Authenticator. Yeah, that would.
Yeah, which I kind of wish that they had given us an authenticator like that. To be honest with you, I wish actually they just used Google and I could have just added it on to the rest of them that I have already in there, because I do have a few in my authenticator that I kind of would be fine using that. But anyway, I think this is good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, were people's DVCs getting hacked? Like, if you hack someone's DVC, what can you do? Plan a vacation? Like, transfer out points? I mean,
right? Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things in there. I mean, I guess you could cancel somebody's vacation if you were mad at them.
Yeah, I mean, you can modify reservations. You could, add people's names to it, right? And I think this is like, in a way, it almost is like the password sharing thing where it's like, I know that, there are people that share their Disney Plus password with people, right? But the Disney Plus password is you have one password that's all, and login that's across all of your Disney stuff, including DVC. So this kind of, cuts DVC out of that. So if somebody has your, Disney Plus password, then they can't get into your DVC stuff.
That's not necessarily true, because I have my parents' DVC and Disney Plus passwords are not the same.
Well, you can do different ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But when Disney Plus first launched, it like synced your password across all of the Disney accounts.
Yeah,
like you could separate them out though.
Yes, because that was terrible when they were all synced up. My parents, that was a whole dilemma. A whole dilemma, let's just say that. Because, I mean, we live in the same house, so obviously we share Disney Plus, right? We just have different profiles for people in the house.
Yeah, of course.
But that was a disaster when everything was synced and all that.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that. But this is good. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think it's, again, it's going to be an extra step. I think it's going to, for them, I wonder if it's going to, right, it's going to create more work for them, obviously, right?
Oh, of course.
People are going to, but is it going to, have less work for people's accounts getting hacked and stuff? I don't know. But it needed to be, because everything needs to be these days.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Right. So like it's to your point. It's exactly what you said, right? It stinks, but it's also like a good thing, So it's definitely good to have that kind of security. I mean, like I said, my bank makes me do it every time, and it annoys me while it's happening, but I'm also going to be happier when my account doesn't get hacked. So
Yep. I like, you know what though? Again, the things that I would have liked to have seen here is that, can I just use face identification, right? Like that would have been fine too, because my bank, you can do that. So
of course. Yeah.
Right. So why can't I just do that? Or again, Google Authenticator, like something like that would have been, I don't know, a little bit better, but we'll see. Maybe it will grow and they'll be able to do things like that in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, I would say they're probably trying to walk before they can run. Probably this is probably the minimum. I mean, I know people have been asking for this for a while, right? So it doesn't surprise me. It just took them a while to get there, which is, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's good that they've got.
Yeah. So what's the next thing? We got 2023 annual dues released. So there's been and I don't think that, honestly, like rise of 4 to 8% for most destinations. And I don't think that's bad.
That's not too bad, yeah.
No, like it really isn't. And I love that, Riviera is the lowest, but again, it's newest, lowest. I get it, right?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I guess they probably just went higher on the dues in the first place and then just didn't need to adjust it as much, right? So But it seems like some of the culprits of this, and for my resorts, Animal Kingdom went up almost 7%. So that was towards the higher end. Bay Lake's only going up 4.8% though, so that one's towards the lower. So those are my two. But it's the highest one though. It looks like it's Polynesian and Beach Club. Oddly enough, I don't know why. Like it's kind of weird that those two are higher. I mean, they give you the operating budget, so you can see why, right? Some of it is I saw that property taxes have gone up. I know that there's insurance rates have increased by quite a bit, which is a problem all over Florida, right? I know a lot of people in Florida that are having trouble with homeowners insurance. So like same kind of deal. You got to pay insurance, right? So
yeah, I think it's in line with overall inflation. So I just don't see this as a big deal. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I haven't really seen people on the internet making a big deal out of it, right? I mean, it's what you expect, right?
Yep.
So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not too concerned about it. It is what it is. They're going to keep going up. The dues aren't going to go down. I mean, sometimes, but, costs are going to go up.
So we've been talking about this vacation that we're doing in June, and I think we're going to, do a Universal Disney kind of combination, but no tickets to Disney, just kind of do the ticket to Universal. I'm still debating though. I think we're going to do either Treehouse or Cabins.
Oh, you're going to do a Treehouse. Ooh, okay.
or Cabins at Copper Creek, because we're not going to be there but 2 days probably at Disney. Just trying to decide which one I want. I mean, we always wanted to do the Treehouses, but I don't know.
Cabin's pretty great. The cabin's pretty great.
Yeah. I would like to do something.
So many points though. It's so many points.
What is it? Like
it depends on when you go.
Yeah, it's not as many. I mean, June. So the week that we're going in June is before the point change. It's a week before the point change.
Okay.
So it's actually not that bad. Yeah. I don't know. We're kind of throwing around, where we want to stay, and those were two that kind of came up.
Yeah, we haven't even like planned anything for next year. Like we haven't figured that out. We haven't even thought about it, to be told.
I got to do June because of swim, and I got to do it right as school ends. So I think school ends like the 9th. And I think we're leaving the 10th. But we're going to do Universal, like I said, because that's where we really want to go. And then just kind of tack on a day or two of Disney just chilling out after to burn some points. Because I don't know what I'd do with my points otherwise. I'm just not buying tickets. Like I can't buy tickets to Universal and Disney. It's just too expensive, man.
It's too much.
What's going to be at Disney? Tron? That's the only thing I won't have seen is Tron. And I can tell you that I enjoyed going to Disney better this time when there was 4 things that I hadn't done rather than going when there's just one thing I haven't done.
Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to think. There's really nothing else new.
When's the Moana thing?
They're saying late next year, I think.
So that I'll probably miss
it could
that.
be. Who knows?
If that was available as well as Tron, maybe I'd get one Park Day Hopper, maybe, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But then the other thing is that I'm like, well, I'm going to go to Universal, and then I'm going to definitely want to go back to Universal for the opening of the new lands. So I go, I just don't know. We'll have to see how this trip kind of plans itself out.
Yeah, I get you. I was trying to find the point chart for your for the cabin, but I'm having a hard time finding it. just on the fly anyway. I mean, it's not that hard to find, but.
Well, you got to do the ad. I'll look for it while you're doing the ad.
Okay, you want to do the ad now? You want to do one more topic and then do the ad?
Dude, we're almost out of topics.
There isn't really a lot to talk about this week. I think a lot of stuff got derailed with the hurricane and all that. So yeah, no, that's fine. I can do the ad now. So our sponsor of this episode is Monera Financial. Monera, a World of DVC company, is the industry leader for financing DVC resale contracts. Monera offers lending with the longest terms available at 12 years, with the option of no credit check, instant approval, low down payments, and no prepayment penalties. If you're thinking of purchasing a DVC contract on the resale market, go check out their quick online quote first. You might be surprised at just how affordable joining DVC can be. Go to monerafinancial.com or call 317-245-8800, and when you speak to them, be sure to let them know that Welcome Home sent you. It's going to be a short episode today, David.
I mean, I like that. So yeah, the treehouse for when we're talking about is only 48 points a night.
Yeah, that's really not bad.
No. I mean, even if you go to the next one, which it's 51, like, so what?
The treehouse isn't bad. The cabin is expensive. The cabin's a lot.
But it's not that much more, is it? So it's 48,
I think it is. I think
51.
It's like double that. I think it's like 100.
48 and 51. Where are you cabins? Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on.
You find it?
Yeah, I found it. So the same time frame is the 2-bedroom cabins. Yeah, 117 and 121.
Yeah, a lot more expensive for the cabin.
I mean, but we could do it because we have enough points. I don't know. My wife wanted to do the treehouse, so I think we'll probably end up at the treehouse, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've always wanted to stay at the treehouse, so...
Yeah, we have also. I think the only problem is that we keep flip-flopping about, like, we would take people with us, but the problem that we're having is like, as we talked about before, okay, so if I take somebody to Disney, the only thing I would say is you don't have to pay for your food, you don't have to pay for it, you got to pay for your tickets, right?
Yeah.
But the problem ends up being is at Universal is that we can squeeze in a 5-person room at, let's say, Royal Pacific or Hard Rock, right? They have the stowaway, the roll-in bed or cot or whatever it is, right? My daughter can sleep on that, not a problem.
Sure.
You can't go more than 5. So if I'm like, hey, do you want to come with us? Now it's like, you got to get an extra room. And then what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, well, since you're coming, you have to pay for the extra, it doesn't make sense. So that's where it's been a little bit difficult for Universal versus Disney. I wish that Universal had something comparable. I mean, I know they have suites, but they're like, the price is just ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And that's where you come to realize like how much of a benefit DVC is. Cause we're talking about, what do you think the cabin is cash? 117 points a night.
Several thousand a night. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say I did 2 nights, right? At the cabin. On the weekend, so let's just say Saturday, Sunday, and that would cost me 1 year's worth of points.
Yeah,
but what again would the cash value of that be? It was probably ridiculous.
Yeah, it is crazy. I'm trying to bring it up really quickly, but it's a lot. I looked at it before, and it's very pricey.
And I think that's what is nice. And I wish Universal had something similar, to be honest with you, but
yeah. But they don't. So
look at this holiday! Happy Holidays Toy Story popcorn bucket. Okay, so what?
You don't like You don't care about popcorn buckets at all?
No, I mean I know that Charles sent a message about wanting Trevor to pick him up. What was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, right?
The Mr. Toad one. Did you see the Mr. Toad one? Because I figured you'd like that one.
I would like it, but what are you doing with popcorn buckets, man?
You could display them.
Where?
I don't know. Lots of people display them like they're,
Yeah, that just doesn't work, man. Like the only way that works if you have like one Disney room, but even then, how many popcorn buckets do you need? I mean, I'm a hoarder, so it's tough because like I still can't get on board with popcorn buckets. I just can't do it. I don't know. Sorry.
You're just not a fan?
I'm just not a fan, and I just don't understand. They're an annoying size to display, right? They're cheaply made to display.
Yeah, they're made out of plastic, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing there for me. Like, more power to the people that like them, but I mean, and they come out too often, right? There's no exclusivity to them, really. There is and there isn't, but like how many exclusives do you need? You know what I mean? Like even if they're exclusive, there's too many of them.
Yeah, I mean this particular one, I guess this is a first for the for Disney World because this one I guess has been in the overseas parks, and they finally brought it here. And the top lights up, of course. So this one hasn't been sold before. So,
yeah, but again, like, how many of these can you have?
I don't know. I mean, I think we've got 3 maybe, but I mean, they're not, to your point, they're not displayed anywhere. They're just kind of, in the pantry. Like,
Exactly. All right. Minnie Mouse annual passholder magnet.
I never got my last passholder magnet.
Wait, but hold on. See, what are these magnets that they're talking about? We have magnets?
Yeah, I actually don't know what Jeremy's talking about, where he said Trevor gave him magnets. Like, what magnets?
Are they welcome home magnets?
I mean, I think we made magnets a long time ago, but I never
got one.
I thought we made small ones a long time. I don't remember completely, though.
Well, if you guys did, you just did it without me. You guys made magnets and ran some, magnet scheme that I know nothing about. So
yeah, I don't remember doing the I don't say I don't remember. I do, I vaguely remember getting magnets, but I don't remember handing them out to people. But I mean, Trevor hasn't been to the parks in a couple of years, so he probably just has a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but I don't even remember them. So yeah, I don't have any magnets.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to hear Trevor's trip report next week, because he really has told us pretty much nothing about his trip. So so we really don't know what to expect. I mean, I wanted to ask him about certain things, but we'll save it.
So this next one, even though it's at Disneyland, like I'm kind of down with it, and I wonder if it does kind of set us up for something.
Make its way over.
What do you mean?
You're saying You're saying it sets you up for a new movie or a new show.
Because don't we already have that in World?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the Adventureland Treehouse at Disneyland, right, returns in a fresh new way. It's right. So it's no more Tarzan, and it's Swiss Family Robinson.
Swiss Family Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder if that means that we're going to see a Swiss Family Robinson reboot of some sort, which I can get on board with, because I love that. Well,
so this was built for It was the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, and now they're just calling it the Adventureland Treehouse. They're kind of taking away the Swiss Family Robinson piece.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's a setup, though. I would like if it was.
Yeah,
I can get down with that story. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna shock you and probably offend you, but I don't think I've ever seen anything Swiss Family Robinson. So,
I mean, it's not, Tom. That's not surprising anymore. So.
It's really old, man. It's like, come on.
Still, just doesn't surprise me.
It's the '60s. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't born in the '60s, but I still watched it.
I mean, I maybe watched it when I was, younger. I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, I saw it. I don't know, but.
Gotcha.
I mean, but listen, from what I know, I feel like, I don't disagree with you, Damon. I could see it being a original series on Disney Plus or something like that,
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching, let's see, Big Shot, and then the hockey one. Again, Andor, I already know what happens at the end, so I don't care so much. It's not really my jam. The same thing, though, that's kind of been catching up with me with, House of Dragons, and then the Lord of the Rings ones. Like, I already know what happens, and I can't get super invested, but like something like Shadow and Bone, where I've already read the story, I'm fine with. So I don't know what's going on there for me, but I just don't like prequels, I guess. But I've watched the Star Wars prequels, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The Star Wars prequels were a little different because I feel like, no matter if you liked them or didn't like them, they were very character driven, right? Filling in gaps that just, you needed filled in. I don't know. I already know, I guess the big reveal in, the prequels as well, right? But I don't know. For some reason, I can't get down with Andor.
I've heard Andor is very good. I mean,
I heard it is too.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's really, really good.
There's so much television now. It's a little bit of a problem. So it used to be, you were kind of looking for things, right? As we were sliding down that little bar up and down our, cable things back in the day, when it went to 13 A B C D E F G H, right? Like, those were always fun. But now there's just so much to watch that I'm a little just inundated and just start skipping stuff, like things that I enjoyed too, like on Netflix. Like, let's say I enjoyed the first season of, I don't know, Warrior Nun was fine, right? Like, and I watched it, but like I saw the second season, I was like, oh, dude, I'm just not watching that. Like, there's just too much else to watch to be involved with every show. It's difficult. It's definitely difficult.
No, I totally agree with you. It is very hard. I feel like there's 5 or 6 shows that we're actively watching, and we get very behind on watching them. Like, it's just because we're watching other things and doing other things.
I saw in the group people like White Lotus. This show is terrible. Like, I'm on episode 5 and I'm like, why am I watching this? I just don't. I'm not invested in it. But there are a few things coming up that I am pretty excited about. Right, we do have A Christmas Story, right, set in the 70s. With Ralphie, right?
Yeah.
So that will be interesting. That's coming to HBO. Yeah. That will be fun. There is that snow carving show coming to Disney Plus, which I think will be kind of cool.
There's a snow carving show? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a snow carving show. Yeah, I think it's called Best in Snow.
That's a great name for a snow carving show.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool. So I'll definitely get on board with that. And there's a few other new holiday shows coming this year that I think will be interesting. I'm always a fan of more holiday television.
There's the one on Apple TV that I keep seeing advertised, which with Will Ferrell and
I saw that.
That looks interesting.
Okay. Yeah, looks okay.
And then there's you're gonna watch the Santa Claus series, or no? Or you're not into this?
I am. Yeah, I like that. I like that series. I mean, I like the movies a lot, so I'll definitely watch the series for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think we did this on a previous show, but like, it's, what movie do you have to watch for the holidays? And like, the Santa Claus is always one we watch as kids, and it's like just my sister and I like. So it's really like it doesn't feel like Christmas until we watch that movie.
Yeah, and for me, it's more the Rankin Bass stuff because I'm 10 years older than you.
Yeah,
so I feel like that fits totally. a little bit more. But there's a lot to watch. I mean, Yes, Virginia is probably my favorite one currently. That's probably one of my favorite shows for the holiday season.
Yeah, you know what though? I watched all the Rankin Bass stuff when I was a kid too, though. So like, we watched all that stuff. I mean, we watched like Rudolph and what Frosty was a Rankin Bass one too, right? Yeah, I mean, we watched all that stuff when we were kids.
But Yes, Virginia is got that same classic vibe going for it, but newer. So I do like that one an awful lot.
Okay.
All right, Tom's going to make us talk food, I guess.
Some people like when we talk food. Some people don't. There's a lot of food stuff that they put out. There's like a ton of food stuff.
All right, so what is this? This is Disney Springs stuff, right? We're going to start with Disney Springs stuff?
We'll start with Disney Springs. And you find the things that you're interested in. So Amaret's, I'm already looking at this ornament mousse dome cake. Marshmallow.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, marshmallow and hot chocolate mousse on a graham cracker chiffon cake. That sounds awesome. Yeah,
I could definitely do that. I mean,
the wreath looks good too. Actually, all this stuff looks good in the first picture.
Yeah, I'm not. There's nothing at the Boathouse or Deluxe Burger. No.
Bacon and blueberries.
Christmas donuts. No.
Minnie Mouse reindeer pinata. I did one of the pinatas. Were you on the show when I talked about this? I did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I did one of the pinatas when I was on my trip. My sister bought the ghost one, the ghost mini one, and they give you like a mallet. It comes with it, and then you smash the thing, and it's filled with candies. It was great. I would love to do that again. I have no idea how much it costs. Probably more than I want to spend. But
let's see, Ghirardelli's peppermint hot chocolate. No. Gideon's. No.
Kris Kringle cookie. You're not into that one?
No, I don't do coffee.
Yeah, you know what?
Coffee bean for me tastes like dirt, so it's tough.
I agree with you. I don't know how people drink coffee. It's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know either. I saw this new thing, though, where instead of like coffee, it's like
chocolate. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, where you make it kind of like coffee, but it's with chocolate. Yeah.
Yes, but the problem was if they had it in K-Cups, I already would have bought it. But why don't they have it in K-Cups? I just don't understand that.
It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know, but I still might try that anyway.
Yeah. What about frozen hot chocolate? I love frozen hot chocolate.
Yeah, frozen hot chocolate is fine. So what is this? Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. Deviled eggs? No. I mean,
crispy ham and spice honey glaze. That sounds kind of good.
Yeah, it kind of sounds good, but it can't, like, not right now good.
Right now good? What do you mean not?
Oh, here comes a croquette, and like that would be
I love croquettes, man. I love croquettes.
I could definitely do that one.
Holiday croquettes with turkey and stuffing topped with bacon and cranberry. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds really
traditional spiced butterscotch hot chocolate. Oh, the hot chocolate flight. I could do that too.
That sounds kind of great. I love hot chocolate. I don't know. Are you a hot chocolate guy? I love hot chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's fine. So wait, this rolls into holidays. I mean, so what does this roll into? Because all of a sudden I'm looking down there, I see Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, I guess this is Parks End. This is at Walt Disney World Parks End Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
all right.
This Christmas tree thing. Well, first of all, red velvet whoopie pie is always good, I think. But I mean,
vanilla bean marshmallow and raspberry jam dipped in chocolate on top of vanilla cookie. Like it sounds good, but I feel like it's going to be too sweet. I just don't know why. I'm only looking at the new things. Sorry.
Oh, the ones that say new. Okay. I mean, what about this Minnie Mouse at Hollywood Studios? At ABC Commissary, the Minnie Mouse Bundt Cake, spice cake rolled in cinnamon sugar with apple pie filling, topped with a spice maple buttercream and salted caramel.
Good.
See, that sounds good to me.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Reindeer mousse, spiced cherry orange, dark chocolate mousse, chocolate cake, gold chocolate cookie base with dark chocolate glaze. No. I like that one. Frozen salted caramel hot cocoa. That sounds awesome to me too. Actually, I love salted caramel.
Yeah.
No, you could do without it.
Maybe. I mean, I could try it. I'm just trying to look down the other things.
What are these Christmas tree things? Holiday tree marshmallow, vanilla bean. Oh,
yeah,
vanilla.
They just seem a little too sugary. I mean,
they look
crazy.
Cool though. They look
cool, but they just seem like I wouldn't want to eat them. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. I
would want to take a bite of one of them and then be done.
So you can't do you're like my wife can't do like really rich stuff. Like if she
I can. I just I'm trying very unsuccessfully
to cut out sugar,
eliminate sugar, right? Even to get down to what they say the recommended allowance is, right, which is 28 grams, I think. If I could get down to that, gosh, I mean, I'm probably 4 times that now, right? I mean, a soda is 28 grams, right? So
it's hard because everything has sugar in it. Like even things you wouldn't think have sugar in it have sugar in it.
So the person I was talking to that's done it said it took them 1.5 years to do it. And they say now what they can do is they can just have one bite of a dessert and it's like, that's fine. And that's where I'd love to be. But we'll see. But yeah, these things don't make it any easier. And I would say that I would also take off for trips anyway. But sugar is one of those things. It's not like a regular diet. Like you go back to sugar and then getting back off again might take you a year.
Sugar's addictive. It's
So we'll have to see.
Candy cane milkshake?
No.
Yeah, not a candy cake person?
Not really.
Yeah,
Peppermint
I'm not a
by
huge
itself is fine.
Yeah.
But not with other things. It overpowers everything else.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. You got to be careful about how much you put in there. So.
Yeah. I'm looking down the rest of this, man. I don't know.
I like this melted snowman guy. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's kind of basic, but it looks cool. I also like the cookies here too. Look, I mean, I'm not a big gingerbread cookie guy. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not super into gingerbread.
Gingerbread's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, hot chocolate lunchbox tart over at Woody's Lunchbox. That sounds good to me.
Dude, they just seem like such a waste of money. Dude, give me a regular Pop-Tart.
What a Pop-Tart. Yeah. I don't. Oh, look, and here are the popcorn buckets that you don't care about.
Yeah, that I really don't care about. Are you going to make me talk about Disneyland stuff now?
I mean, it's still food. It's just food, you know?
But I'm not going to be able to have it. So why do I?
Well, you're not going to be able to have this either. So
that's true too.
This is just us imagining these things. So I don't know what this burger looking thing is. It looks like chicken, maybe. I don't know, but it looks like.
What are you looking at now? I'm already at Disneyland. Where are you?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. The first picture, on the bottom.
On the bottom. Oh,
cranberry barbecue chicken sandwich, a fried chicken sandwich with cranberry flavored barbecue sauce, provolone and onion ring, arugula, and citrus bacon aioli. Served on a toasted brioche.
Oh, I could get down with that.
You know what? That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I looked at it. I was like, that looks kind of gross, but I think it sounds kind of good. Yeah. No, that sounds.
Wait, what is this other thing over here? This ice cream cookie sandwich. Oh, but they ruin it with cinnamon.
Wait, you don't like cinnamon? Cinnamon's amazing.
So cinnamon's fine, but it's first of all, oatmeal raisin cookies suck. But cinnamon is fine. But the problem with cinnamon is like I like a light dusting. And I feel like everyone is super heavy-handed with cinnamon.
You go too far with cinnamon? Okay.
Cinnamon, again, is, I don't know, whatever the way my taste buds work, things can overpower them quickly. And I think that cinnamon's another one that can definitely be overpowering.
I could see that. Like, if you use too much cinnamon, it can be tough. But, I mean, if this is like a little bit, then it shouldn't be.
No, but I think that everyone's little bit is still too much for me. Like my little bit, like my wife was making, so she's making apple pies for Thanksgiving. And I said, listen, can you make 2 of them? Like you can make one however you want, but can you make one that's just like tart with less cinnamon? Like that's more me.
You like more of the tart flavor is what you're saying.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. What about you? Are you into like, I know a lot of people like doing like the leftover turkey kind of sandwich thing with all the, like they have.
I'll do that.
Yeah, roasted turkey, stuffing, gravy, and cranberry sauce on rustic bread. Yeah, I don't like cranberry sauce though. I'm not a cranberry sauce fan.
I do cranberry sauce. I like cranberry sauce.
I usually don't do stuffing either, actually. I'm not a huge stuffing.
Ooh, I love stuffing. That's
really
the best thing for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah. See, my thing's mashed potatoes and gravy. That's my number one is side dish.
Okay.
So let's see what else we got here. What is the snowman?
This is Disneyland. It can suck it. I'm already done. Tell me when you're done looking at that. What's next?
You want to go to the next one if you don't want to look at that?
Foodie Guide to Festival of the Holidays.
Yeah, so
that's at Disneyland too, though.
Yeah, but then you can also do the festive foodie guide at Disney World.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
I can be down with.
Yeah,
but I don't see anything new. There's some new stuff down at All Star Music, which I'm not stepping foot in anyway. So what does it matter?
Apple tart's always good. No, you don't want to look at this as foodie guide for the. I'm surprised we actually don't have a foodie guide for the holiday festival at Epcot. I don't think they put that out yet for whatever reason.
Okay. I'm already almost done with some at the boardwalk now. I'm looking through hot chocolate cupcake. Yeah, maybe. Caribbean Beach. Yeah, I don't know. Contemporary. There's a lot of peppermint. I mean, I get it because it's Christmas, right?
I mean, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas. Yeah. So.
What is this though? Holiday inspired family style offering: apricot and Gruyere stuffed pork tenderloin with apricot demi, classic stuffing, garlic mashed potatoes. Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Where's this at?
That is at where I lost it. It is at Chef Mickey's.
Oh, okay. I mean, it makes
December
sense.
18 through 25.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. They're family style, so. See, I love going to Liberty Tree like at any time of the year and having a full Thanksgiving dinner. You know, that's
but the problem is they don't do it until after Thanksgiving.
No, Liberty Tree does Thanksgiving dinner all year. That's all year long there. So,
but when you go there so what's so annoying is that if you go there for the holiday thing, like the holiday food thing that they have, doesn't start until the day after Thanksgiving. Oh,
you're talking what at Liberty Trees? What is that?
Oh, not a Liberty Tree. In Epcot.
Okay. You're talking about the food festival at Epcot. Okay.
Yeah. You're talking about this every day.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about Liberty Tree Tavern. That's the one I'm talking about. But
okay.
Yeah, because we've always enjoyed going there. I don't know why we don't do it more. I'm just seeing turkey poutine. That sounds really good. Yeah, you're missing out on this Disneyland one over here. The Savory Eats over here. What was that?
I'm fooded out, man.
You're fooded out?
The problem is I ate before I got on. I shouldn't have done that.
So now none of the food looks attractive to you because you're full.
Exactly.
You're not hungry?
No, I'm not hungry. I'm done.
I'm kind of hungry. Yeah. All right. Well, do you just want to wrap this up then? We'll have a short episode this week.
Oh, I love short episodes. They're my favorite.
Yeah, we need a holiday.
There wasn't a lot going on.
No, not a ton. No, really not a ton. I think a lot probably got derailed with the hurricane last week. So.
Yeah, what's the wait list going to be?
I don't know. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, I guess so.
If anybody has a wait list episode, why don't we do a Thanksgiving themed one? I don't know what that could be. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Thanksgiving themed episode. I'm not sure what that could be, but I don't know. Think about it. I'm conversation starters, idea starters here. Come on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, Trevor's trip is going to take most of next week, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he has a lot to talk about with all the stuff that he did. So, yeah. But I mean, that's really what it's going to be. I mean, you're right. There was not a lot that happened this week. So, and you don't have your typical, detour to take us on. So,
no, I'm exhausted, man. Like, I'm definitely tired. And again, kids keep forgetting that we're going to Dollywood on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd
of December, right?
Yeah, they keep going, well, what do you mean we're going? I said, dude, I told you guys so many times. Like, yeah.
I keep seeing billboards around Charlotte for Dollywood at Christmas.
Yeah, which is so crazy to me because it's so far away.
I mean, the billboards seem to claim that it's close by.
Well, I mean, what is it? It's 5:45 for me. You're 2 hours at least away. So was it 3 hours from you?
Yeah, probably something like that, I would think. I don't know. I've never actually looked, but
not so bad. I was looking at the schedule for next year. I don't know about swim, but I think that we may try a tennis tournament in Charlotte. So
All right. Well, we'll have to take a trip to Optimus Hall again, right? So
absolutely. Yeah.
I do think it's funny that we've made that like a thing for all the people in this area.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. So
yeah. All right. Let's see how far I am from Dollywood. It's 4 hours. That's not so bad, actually.
It must be more south. I mean, why is it? Or is it 6 hours for me and I just don't remember?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm closer. I don't know. It says 4 hours, so.
5 hours and 21 minutes. But okay. That's weird. How is it even possible? How does that math work? If you're 2 hours west of me.
I'm 2 hours southwest of you, right?
Southwest, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm closer on the, yeah.
Because it's directly across from me, straight west.
Yeah. And I'm pretty far southwest from you. So, yeah, I always forget that Raleigh, well, your area, you don't live in Raleigh, but like the area you live in is more east. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just looking at this triangle, though. I guess it does make sense then. Okay.
Yep. So,
what a boring episode.
You think it's a boring episode? I'm sorry.
No, not your fault. It's a terrible week of news. Yeah.
Well, listen, we're getting towards the holidays. It kind of tends to slow down a little bit towards the end of the year. Even like a lot less people listen during the holidays too. There's always a dip towards this time of year. So
true.
Yeah. So do you want to wrap us up like Trevor usually would? Do you want to do the Trevor spot?
Sure. So you can email us at welcomehomepodcast@gmail.com. Maybe we'll actually get some questions for the next episode via email or the group. I usually post something on the group asking for questions, or the people that are in the Discord. Let's see. Gosh, social media. All right, Facebook. Yes, Facebook is a good one. So at Welcome Home Podcast, we're getting close to 10,000 likes.
Oh yeah, we're really close. Yeah.
Yeah. So go over and like that if you listen to the show. I mean, even if you don't use Facebook, just like it and then forget about it. That would be fine. The YouTube channel is just a dead black hole, so there's nothing there. Instagram is kind of the same. So the store at store.welcomehomepodcast.com. It'd be great if everyone could kind of go check that out and grab the new shirt. Like I said, I don't think we've hit our art cost yet, so it'd be great if people would pick some up for the holidays. That would be helpful. And then Patreon is patreon.com/welcomehomepod. You can sign up, come to the Discord, review us on any place that you listen to the episodes, and tell all your friends at the holidays. Go listen. There you go.
It's funny, Damon, because somebody, a friend was like, I want to listen to your podcast. And I was like, okay. And they went and looked us up on YouTube, and they were like, is this you on YouTube? I was like, yeah, but we don't do anything on YouTube. We don't have because I guess a lot of podcasts, they will also put their audio on YouTube because that's the way this person listens.
What am I going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Though I would never listen to a podcast on YouTube. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I feel like some podcasts do it, but I don't know. It's not something we do. So, but yeah,
I mean, I would like to do a podcast from a place. That's the next question. Like, what are we doing next? Like, is Trevor coming to Hilton Head? Like, that would be great. Can we make that happen?
I mean, I'm sure we could. Yeah.
A weekend in Hilton Head, that would be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, sure, we could do that. That would
and then fun. Record from there.
I mean, yeah, we could record all together. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, I mean, if I think when we did the meetup, like that would have been cool to record an episode at the meetup. If we could get all three of us to a meetup, that would be cool to do that.
Well, Hilton Head's not far for me, so I mean, Trevor obviously flying in no matter what we do.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You would drive, I'm assuming, as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do that, man?
Yeah,
make that happen, Tom.
Yeah. We can figure something out, I'm sure. So. Well, don't forget to subscribe to Welcome Home Podcast so you can be reminded every time we release a new episode. You can find our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, just about any podcast app out there, except for YouTube. We don't have our audio on YouTube. But just a reminder to our listeners, Welcome Home Podcast is for entertainment only. We are not employed by the Walt Disney Company, and as such, all opinions we express on the show are our own. So please consult a DVC representative or Disney cast member for more information about anything we talked about today. Huge thank you to our sponsor of this episode, Monera Financial, for sponsoring this episode, and to World of DVC for being a continued supporter of the show. Join us next time for more Disney Parks discussion. Of course, more DVC talk. We hope to see you all real soon.
This is Skipper Albert Awol, the voice of the jungle, signing off from Welcome Home Podcast on the DVC.
Do a huddle when we hit a chair. How she can cuddle is no man's affair.